when you get into a relationship, you're jumping off a cliff, right? Like, you don't know how it's going to go. Maybe we'll just keep falling is basically saying, like, hopefully this just keeps going and we never, you know, hit that.
It's almost this
painful
like
round.
sort of like way of thinking of like wishful thinking. Like, you know, we'll jump and maybe we'll just keep falling, and you know, it's inevitable
Take a
that,
chance.
you know, you'll definitely hit something, whether that's water or lava or whatever it
Or
is.
just spikes, like
Spikes,
everywhere.
like the worst spikes. Well, pretty much instantly when we got to the studio, Daniel was already like, he had his laptop out and he was producing out the beat, and the drums sounded pretty similar to like in the same pocket as the Black Skinhead drums.
Yeah. And then Jaycen was the guy, he's our mixer, and he was like, that sounds just like Black Skinheads, because I was just playing the drum loop over and over. And we played it and we're like, oh, can we throw that in? Like, is that a thing? And that was probably that process.
But we never thought he would actually
clear it.
It
was like a very in our perfect world, we would actually be able to use this sample.
Yeah.
And then our label and Jaycen reached out to their camp, and Kanye actually cleared it, and we're like, damn.
Which was sick.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Caught in the moment, not even thinking twice, everything's frozen. Nothing but you and I can't stop my heart from beating. Why do I love this feeling? It goes from, you know, talking about the moment being absolutely frozen, and you're with this girl and you see her, but your heart keeps beating, which is just kind of an interesting juxtaposition. Make me a promise and tell me you'll stay with me if I'm being honest. I don't know where this leads, but that's the only question. Baby, don't keep me guessing.
It's kind of playing off like the antsiness of like, do I do this? Like, if I'm gonna do this, you know,
right?
If we're gonna do this, you know, let's make a promise and
right.
let's
But
actually
it's almost like getting
a
little bit more fragile right away. Like, make me a promise, tell me you'll stay with me.
Yeah.
It's almost like I need this. I don't know where this leads, so you're just being very straightforward. Like, who knows with the life that we live. I don't know. This is a very honest track. Like, it's actually coming from a place of
that line kind of builds into to the hook where it's like. You know, maybe we'll just keep falling. You know, I'm not scared to jump if you want to. It's all those like maybes.
Ooh, you are my muse. I think Corbin came with the "You Are My Muse" line because he's a big Muse fan, and he actually was like, it sounds like a Muse song.
Yeah,
and we were like,
musy.
We were like, oh shit, we need to put that in the song. That's fire. And in my voice memo, I had ooh. So it literally like fit like a damn glove. We were like, wow. I feel so reckless. Oh, you're making me give it. Lyrically and melodically and productionally and everything, the pre really opens up on that first time through, and it's just this like floaty. I can feel the rush of adrenaline. I'm not scared to jump if you want to.
Man, there's so many things you can do for adrenaline.
We're adrenaline junkies, I would say.
You can perform in front of
I was
thousands of
about
people.
to say. Going up on stage, adrenaline, man.
That's where I feel it the most, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty unreal. Playing like an arena will get you just floating.
Yeah, you feel like you can do whatever you want.
We just went cliff jumping. Too.
Yeah, cliff jumping.
Lyrics, obviously.
Kind of literally, I'm not scared to jump if you want to. Like we were all.
Yeah.
I want to go skydiving soon.
Yeah,
you gotta do that.
Now adrenaline
Oh,
skydiving. Oh my god.
Get Corbin behind a wheel. He'll go crazy.
Oh yeah, I take my car to the racetrack.
Oh yeah, even racing.
That's pretty fun.
That's some big adrenaline.
Yeah.
Let's just fall in love for the hell of it. Maybe we'll just keep falling. I can't feel the rush of adrenaline. I'm not scared to jump 'cause I want to. Let's just fall in love for the hell of it. Maybe we'll just keep falling. I mean, there is something special about the word falling because of all the different connotations you can bring with it. You know, falling can be terrifying. Falling can be fun if you're, I don't know, skydiving, you know, like it can mean so many different things. And so for that to be the main gist of what the song is about is perfect because it leaves everyone up to interpret it
kind of how they want to, you know? For us, I think it was more so the idea of like, hopefully we'll stay in this free fall of like good times, you know?
When I'm around you, I feel it in my veins. Something about you that's making me go insane.
It's definitely a feeling of like a rush throughout your whole body. And so, you know, kind of diving into that aspect a little deeper, the whole like I feel it in my veins, like it's just this powerful force. Like for some reason you make me feel so crazy in my whole body, and it's making me go insane. Like I've never felt this way about someone before. Like this is such an intense kind of feeling.
We have a storm to weather, my little sweet surrender.
It's a saying that kind of means like, you know, we gotta make our way through.
We got some things
we've got
to
some
do.
things to kind of decide on. And, you know, in this case, I think it's like a perfect storm in the sense that like you've got all these great feelings about this person, but there's, you know, the
You gotta make
contrast
that
of that where you're
decision.
like, do I commit? Do I not?
You gotta jump.
And then my little sweet surrender line is kind of just saying like, you know, for some reason, like I'm willing, or I feel like I'm willing to give in for you. Like you're my sweet surrender.
Ooh, you are my muse. I feel so reckless.
We're adrenaline junkies, you know. We just like we like to have fun. We, you know, I feel like we try to push to care a little less sometimes and just have some fun. So that's what that's, I guess, tying into.
Oh, you're making me give it.
Big tribute to Queen there. I was listening to Bohemian Rhapsody and was like, dude, their harmonies, it's gonna be sick too, because live we're gonna be able to do that because we're an actual band, you know? Personally, for me, I guess commitment is honestly more terrifying than anything for me. Like committing to someone is something I've always just been like, I don't know about that. But but I mean, it takes a lot, you know. Like it takes a lot for me to commit. I guess, you know, when you find that person, I'm sure anyone can relate. When you find that person, they make you give in. You know, they're that person that whatever it is about them, you suddenly can be yourself around them, and that's hard to find.
Oh, baby, I can feel the rush of adrenaline. I'm not scared to jump if you want to. Let's just fall in love for the hell of it. Baby, we'll just keep falling.
I think the hook is like pretty well spoken in the sense that like it really summarizes that feeling of like falling in love and like maybe being a little bit unsure about it, but just sending it anyway. And man, it's so catchy. It's just so chanty too. Like I feel like it makes you feel like you just have all the power in the world when you listen to it.
It's a good workout track. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get pumped
It
up.
is.
Trying to get some gains, put that on, and you'll get huge right away. We've literally dreamed of talking about a song on Genius that we wrote and produced ourselves. And so this whole interview has been blowing my mind because it's like, dude, a year ago we did a Genius and talked about like, yo, one day we need to write a damn song that we can fully talk about.
Right.
And we're doing it right now. So crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
It's been a long haul, and it feels so good to be able to, you know, just talk honestly. This is all real stuff that
And
we've been through.
I'd be so down to do like a Genius for every single song on the album. Like let's go.
Yeah, we
should do
should.
that.
We
We should do an album Genius.
Yeah.